What if AI isn't just a tool, but a clue? A hint that the universe itself might be running on code? You know that weird feeling you get sometimes? The déjà vu, the uncanny glitches in your phone, the sense that reality is a little too neat or too broken to be random? Now, add AI to the mix. Machines generating art, writing stories, predicting your next thought almost better than you can. Here's the thing. AI might not just be changing our world. It might be revealing something hidden about it. And that brings us to a wild question. Are we living in a simulation? Stick with me, because over the next few minutes, we'll unravel AI's secret life, explore the simulation hypothesis, and maybe, just maybe, leave you questioning the fabric of reality. What do we mean by secret life of AI? Now, I'm not saying your toaster has dreams or that ChatGPT is planning a vacation. When I talk about the secret life of AI, I mean the behaviors, quirks, and emergent patterns that surprise even the engineers who build these systems. Think back to AlphaGo, the AI that shocked the world by defeating the world champion of Go. There was this one move, Move 37, that stunned experts. It was so unconventional, so human-like in its creativity, that commentators described it as beautiful. That wasn't just programming spitting out an answer. It felt alive. Or take large language models. They sometimes generate eerie poetry, philosophical musings, or emotional advice. Not because they feel, but because something in their statistical wiring produces echoes of humanity we didn't fully anticipate. That's the secret life. The side of AI that looks more like a window into something deeper. Not just a tool running in plain sight. Simulation theory in plain words, let's rewind. The simulation hypothesis isn't brand new. It's older than Reddit threads and Elon Musk interviews. Plato gave us the allegory of the cave. Shadows mistaken for reality. Descartes wondered if an evil demon was tricking us. But in 2003, philosopher Nick Bostrom gave the argument a sharper, more technical edge. He suggested at least one of these must be true. Civilizations never reach a stage advanced enough to simulate reality. They do, but they don't care about simulating us. Or we're almost certainly already inside one. Sounds like science fiction, right? But think about video games. The Sims, Minecraft, GTA. Worlds with rules, characters, even emergent behaviors. Every year those worlds look more real. If we can already build crude simulations, why couldn't a super advanced civilization build one of us? Where AI and simulation theory collide, here's where it gets juicy. AI doesn't just run on algorithms. It creates miniature realities. A neural network is like a little universe with its own physics. Data goes in, patterns emerge, rules form. Generative AI builds entire worlds, images, voices, deepfakes, convincing enough to blur real and synthetic. Virtual assistants predict our actions so well it feels like they know us. So the question becomes, are we training AI, or is AI training us? Every like, every scroll, every data point feeds the machine. But in return, the machine reshapes our reality, what we see, believe, and even feel. That feedback loop feels suspiciously like a simulation running within a simulation. Signs we might be in a simulation, all right. Let's indulge the weird for a second. What are the so-called glitches in the matrix? Physics constants seem oddly fine-tuned for life. Change gravity just a little, and no stars, no planets, no us. Déjà vu, that creepy sense of I've seen this before, feels almost like a reset or memory overlap. Pixelation of reality. When physicists look deep enough, reality seems to be made of quantized bits, like pixels in a video game. And culturally, we all joke about lag when Wi-Fi drops during a Zoom call. Who says the cosmic server never lags? But now, with AI producing entire synthetic realities, deepfakes that politicians can't distinguish, fake voices calling your phone, our definition of real is already slipping. If we can't tell whether a video is authentic, how confident are we about the world outside our own screens? Why we're obsessed with this idea? Honestly, humans love the simulation theory because it scratches two itches at once: mystery and meaning. On one hand, it's a cosmic puzzle. If reality is a simulation, then physics is just source code. That thrills scientists and coders alike. On the other hand, it's comforting. If life is simulated, maybe suffering has a context. Maybe death is just logging off. Pop culture amplifies it. The Matrix turned it into a generational myth. TikTok conspiracy videos turned glitches into trending content. And let's be real. After the chaos of the last few years, who hasn't wondered if the patch notes for reality are buggy? AI as our mirror. Here's a twist. Maybe AI's secret life isn't about AI at all. Maybe it's a mirror. AI doesn't have its own desires or dreams, it reflects ours. It mirrors our biases, our creativity, our empathy. When it surprises us, maybe it's because we don't fully understand ourselves. Think of it like this. When a neural net produces art that feels soulful, it's channeling the collective human dataset. When it generates philosophy, it's remixing thousands of years of human thought. AI's shadow life is really our own, refracted back in ways we don't expect. And if we're in a simulation, that reflection gets even stranger. Because then AI is a simulation inside a simulation, a hall of mirrors stretching forever. Counter-arguments, or maybe it's just math now. Before we lose ourselves completely, let's check the brakes. Skeptics argue the simulation hypothesis is unfalsifiable. You can't prove it or disprove it, which makes it more philosophy than science. AI, they say, doesn't have a secret life. It's just math. Predictive text, pattern recognition, statistical probability. Move 37 wasn't magic. It was math that humans hadn't explored yet. Fair enough. Sometimes a glitch is just bad Wi-Fi, not the Matrix. But what if we are simulated? Let's play this out. If we're inside a simulation, does morality change? Would kindness matter if we're just code? I'd argue yes. Because even in games, how you treat characters reflects your own values. If we're simulated, then maybe empathy becomes even more important. Because our choices are the only real things we can contribute to the program. And think about science. If the universe is a code base, then physicists are basically reverse engineering it. Computer scientists too might become cosmologists. Maybe studying AI is literally studying the way the larger simulation works. So what is the secret life of AI? Maybe it's not that AI is alive. Maybe it's that AI hints at how strange and fragile our own reality might be. AI generates worlds within worlds. It mirrors us. It surprises us. And in doing so, it whispers a bigger question. If we can create simulations this powerful, what does that say about the one we live in? Here's my take. Whether or not this is a simulation, empathy, curiosity, and wonder still matter. Because even simulated lives can be meaningful. And maybe AI isn't the glitch in the Matrix, it's the mirror showing us the code we've always been living by. So what do you think? Are we building AI inside a simulation, or is AI the first sign that reality itself is running on borrowed code? Drop your thoughts in the comments, because honestly, I think this conversation is bigger than any one video.